In the last session we discussed about multiplication of the decimal number by the 10 and how to multiply two decimal numbers, and if you have given a decimal number, if you want to divide with the multiples of 10, how do you multiply? These we have discussed in the last session. Now based on this we are going to solve exercise 6. So here see the first question here, exercise 6, first question. In this here they have given the product of the two decimal numbers, or in the some questions they have given a product of the decimal number and a whole number. In that, see the first question here. What is the question given here? 0.3 into 6, and after that here, and the second question they have given here 7 into 2.7, right? And the third question they have given 2.71 into 5. So here remaining questions you can do it in the same way. Here they have given one decimal number and a whole number. How do you make the product of these two numbers? Here we already discussed, forgot the decimal point or leave the decimal point and write the product of the given numbers. So what are the given numbers here? 3 and 6. What is the value of 3 and 6? What is the product of 3 and 6? This is the 18. Write it here 18. And after that check after the decimal point how many numbers are there. Here after the decimal point only one number is there. So starting from the right, count that many numbers and keep the decimal point. So here after the decimal point only one number is there. From the right, count one number and before that keep it here decimal point. Like that you need to make the product of these given numbers. Again here you need to make the product by leaving the decimal point. So what are the numbers left out here, which is 7 into 27. These are the numbers left out here. Now make a product of these two numbers. What will get here? 7 7 is 49, 4 here, and after that 7 2 is 14 plus 4 which is 18. Now after making the product of 7 into 27, we got the answer which is 189. Now what we need to do? We need to count after the decimal point how many numbers are there. Here you can observe that after the decimal point only one number is there. So from the right you need to count one number. Here which is the one number. Before that you need to keep the decimal point. Now again the last question. Again leave the decimal point. What are the numbers here? 271 and 5. This is the number which is there here. So multiply. Take the product of these two values. So what you get here? 5 ones are 5, right? 5 sevens are 35. 5 here and 3. 5 twos are 10 plus 3 which is 30. Now write the value here 1355. Now what's the next step? After the decimal point how many numbers are there? 2 numbers are there. So from the right count 2 numbers 1 and 2. Before that keep the decimal point. Like this you need to find the product of the decimal number and a whole number. Now here in exercise 6 remaining problems you can do it as an homework. So here the exercise 6 in the first question, the same thing you need to do, fourth one, fifth, sixth and seventh. Just you need to take the same thing, take the product of the given numbers by leaving the decimal point, and after that after the decimal point how many numbers are there, counting, and in the answer just from the right count that many numbers and keep the decimal point before that number. Now see the next question here. Here the second question. Here what is the second question given here? Find the area of the rectangle whose length is 6.2 centimeters and the breadth is 4 centimeters. You need to find the area of the rectangle, and they have given the length. Let us consider this is the rectangle, and you know that in a rectangle opposite sides are equal. So here what is the length given, which is 6.2 centimeters, and then the breadth it is given as 4 centimeters. Now you need to find the area of the rectangle. So how do you find the area of the rectangle? You know that the area of the rectangle we can find by using the formula which is length into breadth. That means you need to take the product of this decimal point and the whole number. Before only we have done the the length of the rectangle what is the length of the rectangle they have given, which is 6.2 centimeters, and breadth of the rectangle so what is the breadth given here, 4 centimeters. So here what we need to find, you need to find the area of the rectangle. So you know that what is the area of the rectangle, which is length into breadth. What is the length in this case here, 6.2, and what is the breadth here, 4. So if you need to take the product of these decimal points, again forgot that, leave the decimal points. So what are the numbers here, which is 62 and 4. Now multiply these two numbers. So here 4 2s are 8 and 6 4s are 24. You got here 248, write it here 248 and count. After the decimal point only one number is there. So from the right count one number, before that keep it here the decimal point. And here don't forget the units here. What is given, the units which is centimeter. So here you know that 6.2 centimeters, and here also centimeters are there. Centimeters, how many times you have written, which is 2 times. So the unit here is centimeter square, or you can write it as square centimeters. So you can write it anyway, which is 24.8 square centimeters. So the units is very important. So this is the problem. What they have given, they have given the length and they have given the breadth, and they asked to find the area of the rectangle. You know that, which is length into breadth. After that you got the answer, which is 24.8 centimeters square. Now see the third question. Here the third question, in the last session we discussed, if you have given any decimal number, how to make the product with the by 10, 100 or like that. Now here you see the third question. Before that what we have discussed here, if you have given any decimal number, if you are making the decimal number as a product of 10, 100 or like that, what we need to do, just you need to shift this decimal point as many of these zeros. That means here, count it how many zeros are there? Only 1 0. So you need to shift here this decimal point one step to the right. Why you are moving to the right? You know that while multiplying the number, you will get the answer which is the larger number compared to these numbers. So that's why we are shifting this decimal point to the left, to the right. So here, how many zeros are there? 1 0 is there. So move this decimal point one number. So what will be the answer, which is here 13.0, or you can write this one as 13. So similarly consider here 1.23 into 10. Here what is our step? You need to shift the decimal point. Here how many zeros are there? 1 0 is there. So you need to shift this decimal point one step to the right. So here we should not keep. So here you need to keep after one step. So here what will be the answer? 12.3. And consider here one more example. Here 1.324 into 100. Here how many zeros are there? 2 zeros are there. So you need to shift this decimal point 2 numbers to the right. So here after moving to the right 2 numbers, here you will get the decimal point. So what will be the answer? 132.4. Like this you need to make the product if you have given a decimal number with the 10 or like that. Or if you are not familiar with this one, you can do the normal method. How do you do the normal method? Just write 1.3 as a fraction. How do you write this one? You can write it as 13/10, because after the decimal point how many numbers are there? One number. So in the denominator keep here 1 0. So into 10, this 10 and this 10 will get cancelled. You will get the answer, which is 13. Like this you can go. Any of the method you can follow by using the direct method. That means here you need to count here how many zeros are there, and you need to shift the decimal point to the right to the even decimal number, or otherwise you can follow this procedure. Now see the third question. In that, what is the first question given here? 21.3 into 10. I am going to solve in both of the methods. Here, at most how many questions are given? 12 questions are given. In that, I will solve few of the problems. Remaining problems you can do it in the same way. Now here, what is the first method? Here, just count how many zeros are there. 1 0. So you need to shift this decimal point to the right one number. Here only one number is there. That means you need to keep here the decimal point. So what will be the answer here? 230. Just write it directly, or otherwise you can do it this one as 21.3 into 10. You can write this 21.3 as 2135. After the decimal point, how many numbers are there? One number. So in the denominator, keep it here 10. Into what is the number left out here? 10. This one will get cancelled. You will get 230. In both of the ways you can do it. Which method you are familiar, you can follow that method. And see the second question. The second question here, what's given here? 36.8 into 10. So here again 1 0 is there. Shift this decimal point to the one number to the right. So here after shifting this one, you will get here the decimal point. So you will get the answer which is 368. Or otherwise you can write this one as 368 by 10 into 10. Again 10 will get cancelled. You will get the same answer. Now here the third question, third problem is similar to that of that one. So third question you can do it in the homework. Now see the fourth question. So what is the fourth question given here? 168.07 into 10. Again, how many zeros are there? 1 0. You need to shift this decimal point to the right one number. So here, this is the one number. So you need to keep it here the decimal point. So what will be the answer? 1680.7. Or you can find by using the next method. How do you write this method? Which is 168.07. After the decimal point, how many numbers are there? 2 numbers are there. So the denominator keep it here 2 zeros into 10. 1 0 will get cancelled. You will get remind with 16807 by 10. How do you write in the form of the decimal number this one? Since here in the denominator 1 0 is there, you need to keep from the right before one number you need to keep here the decimal point. So what you get here? 1680.7. So in any of the methods you can do it. Now here see the fifth question. So what is the fifth question given here? 131.1 into 100. So here how many zeros are there? 2 zeros are there. So you need to shift the decimal point 2 numbers to the right. Here you can observe that only one number is there. 2 numbers are not there. So you can keep it here 0. So here what you can write 131. Here decimal point is there. You need to keep 2 numbers after you need to keep the decimal point. So here 1 is there. Which number is not there? You can keep it as 0. Like this you can find the product of these two numbers. So how do you write? 6 2 zeros are there. You need to shift this decimal point 2 numbers. This is one number and the other number is not there. Keep it here 0 and after that you will get the decimal point. So what will be the answer? 13,110. Now here see the sixth question. This is similar to that of that before question. You can do this one at the homework. And the seventh question also you can do as the homework. And eighth question. And see the ninth question here. What is the ninth question given here? 0.5 into 10. So here how many zeros are there? 1 0 is there. So you need to shift this decimal point to one number, and after that here you will get the decimal point, which is nothing but 5 point, is nothing but 5. This is the answer. And the remaining questions, what they have given 10 and 11 and the 12. 12 I am saying here. So what is the question given here? 0.03 into 1000. So here, which is the last question, this one, 0.03 into 1000. How do you make the product of these values here? Just write how many zeros are there counted here. 3 zeros is there. So you need to shift this decimal point 3 numbers to the right. So here already 1, 2, 3 number is not there. You can keep it here 0. So what will be the answer here? 30. You can follow the next method by using how you can write 0.3 here. This one you can write into 1000. This one you can write it as 3 by, after the decimal point how many numbers are there? 2 numbers are there. Keep it here 100 into 1000. So here this 0, this 0, this 0, this 0 will get cancelled. What is left out? 3 into 10, which is 30. So like this you need to solve any of these methods. So here how do you solve if you have given a decimal number and a multiple of tens? Just you need to check in this number how many zeros are there, and after that, after the decimal point, you need to shift that many of zeros. Here in the third question, remaining questions you can do it as an homework, and after that here the fourth question. See the fourth question, next one. So here we completed 3 questions in this exercise. Fourth question you can do it in the homework, or otherwise we are going to solve in the next session. From this session is completed.